Shalom. Title of this video is What Will Reparations Mean? I'm in the book of Genesis 28, the 14th verse. And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and thou shalt spread abroad to the west and to the east and to the north and to the south. And in thee and in thy seed shall all the families of the earth be blessed. So that means that all the blessings of the earth shall flow through us. As in, today, I guess you would call them. I don't know if these families really exist, but they name name families like the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and all these people that control all the wealth of the earth. The wealth will be controlled through us, so we would be, in essence, the bank, right? It says that in Deuteronomy. Let me go there right now. In Deuteronomy 28, it says that, and this is going over the blessings. If we follow the laws, this is how we would still be to this day. Deuteronomy 28:12. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. So you see here again, it says that we would be like the bank. People would come to us for loans to get reestablished. The technology would flow through us, right? We would get all the blessings of God, right? That includes technology and everything. We would be like the bank, right? They talk about the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and the DuPonts and all these people. Again, I don't know if these families are real. I mean, they might be. I don't know. Might just be made up names. I know they make up characters and things like that. And the people who really control the earth are kind of hidden in secret. But it just gives you an idea of what we're looking at here, right? Brought the many nations, and what happened? Right now, go down to Deuteronomy 28:44. This is when we fell, when we stopped following the laws and the commandments, and we got sent into slavery. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Right? That's why we're in the predicament that we're in now. So now you go to Genesis. You go back to Genesis 15. We served our 400-year sentence. Whenever that ends, I'm in Genesis 15, the 13th chapter. The 14th verse. Genesis 15 to 14th. And this is talking about the end of our captivity and us and our blessings coming back to us after we served our sentence. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance. Right? The great substance will be the reparations. You're hearing a lot of chatter about it. I'm hearing chatter on the news. They're not really saying much from the news. I'm hearing different YouTube channels from some different Gentiles. And they're worried about it, and all you're hearing them talk about is all the wealth is going to get transferred to the true Jews, and everything is going to flow through us again. And all of the people want to get developed, and then and they even said about the Moabites that they would never be welcome into our congregation, right? Because of what they did to us. So let me go there real quick. So you're gonna see some families of the earth being blessed through us. But then some people aren't going to get any blessings because of their history with us, right? So I'm going to show you what the Moabite did. Okay, so we're in Deuteronomy 23:3. So let me go there and read the whole thing. Deuteronomy 23:3. Okay, and it said, an Ammonite or a Moabite, these are the children of Lot, the inbred children of Lot, shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord, even to their 10th generation shall they not enter into the congregation of the Lord forever, because they met you not with bread and water in a way when ye came forth out of Egypt, and because they hired against thee Balaam the son of Beor of Pethor of Mesopotamia to curse thee. So you see here, they wouldn't even sell us bread and water when we came out of Egypt, right? Why they didn't do that? Well, when these people came out of Sodom, they were the last people to come out of Sodom and Gomorrah before it got destroyed. Sodom and Gomorrah was known for trying to starve homeless people. They had laws against feeding homeless people. I don't know what type of, because they were a very wicked kingdom, and that's why they met a very fiery destruction, right? So the daughters of Lot, so Lot slept with his daughters, and they created the Moabite and the Ammonite. So they're following the same customs that they learned in Sodom and Gomorrah. This is why they wouldn't even sell us bread and water when we came out of Egypt. So it says that they're never going to be allowed into the congregation. So I read somewhere that they said that their captivity was going to be brought again in the last days, because they went into captivity as well. A few of the other tribes went into captivity. The Elamites, a few other people went into captivity. We were not the only ones that went into captivity. So I guess this means they're going to get put back into the land. I don't know if their land is going to get healed, but that means they're going to be out of the trade coalition. They can't trade with certain nations. Like nations that trade with us, they wouldn't be allowed to trade with them. So I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that bad if they live in a part of the world that's the temperature is tropical. I guess it wouldn't really matter. But they're not going to have like the technology of us. We're going to go back into like the time of Atlantis, where we have like androids cooking for us and just all type of stuff, flying cars and deliveries through drones. And, they already legalized that through Amazon. So they're working on that now. So that's what we're headed back into. And some people won't be welcome into that congregation, as you can see. So I don't really want to get off target. I'm just kind of, showing what some people have to look forward to and what some people don't have to look forward to. So they would never be able to get reestablished, because why? They can't get their infrastructure built up. So I would assume they would be kind of living kind of like how some people in Africa live, where they live in a nice place, but they don't really live. They're not really built up. They don't have the technology and the infrastructure to be built up. They don't have like somebody that's already established to come in and rebuild them. So again, I'm not really worried about the Moabites and Ammonites. I'm just making a point about the reparations and everything. So again, this is the time and season. And like I said, when you saw that bombing in Nashville on Christmas Day, I believe that was significant. He said he was going to take us out of here with a strong hand and a stretched out arm. So we might be in that time now. It should be coming. Every day I just think, every day that goes by is getting one day closer. So a dream is going to become a reality. So just kind of wanted to show that. And, like I said, it'll be different to go from being like kind of like rags to riches. You'll be like Eddie Murphy and trading places. One day you like a bum on the street. I'm not saying we're bums, but I mean, some of us might be homeless now. And you go from being like homeless or living in squalor to like living in like the lap of luxury, like how you would think somebody like a Rothschild would live. Like it's nothing or like those people in Saudi Arabia, how they talk about those people who are those oil billionaires, if that's even real. I don't even know if they really like dig oil out the ground. I don't know if that's true or not, but they kind of show you how those people's lifestyles are. Like there's basically nothing that they can't purchase. Like they got yachts and helicopters and private jets and everything. So yeah, we might be headed for that time. So we should be seeing something happening pretty soon. Like I said, I see a lot of chatter on these Gentiles channels, and they seem pretty worried. They keep talking about the 7 Noahide laws. They're kind of like the 10 Commandments. You have to look up the Noahide laws. They're pretty simple. I mean, they're just laws of righteousness. You keep hearing a lot of people talking about it. A lot of these Christian channels, I kind of listen to everybody on YouTube, and they keep talking about the Noahide laws. Let me pull it up really fast. See if I can pull that up. All right, so I'm going to pull up the 7 Noahide laws. Let's see if it comes up. These are the laws of morality. These are the laws that they're about to implement now. So like things like Christianity and Catholicism, where people worship idols, and like Buddhism and things like that, it won't be allowed. So not to worship idols, that's one of the 10 Commandments. Not to curse God, that's a 10 Commandment. Not to commit murder, that's one of the 10 Commandments. Not to commit adultery, bestiality, or sexual immorality. So anybody in the LGBT community, I'm not saying they commit bestiality, but a lot of people commit adultery and sexual immorality, meaning like unnatural sexual practices that won't be allowed, not to steal, not to eat flesh torn from a living animal, and to establish courts of justice, because we live the courts that we have now are like Sodom and Gomorrah, where people don't get justice in these courts. Everything is set up. They corporatize jails, and they just send everybody to jail just to make money off of you. So you're gonna see a lot of changes happening soon, and you're starting to see it with Biden. I know Biden. I don't really think Biden exists, but we're just gonna use a caricature called Joe Biden, and you see all of these new laws are going into place. So you're gonna see a lot of changes happening. So a lot of these people are afraid because they won't be able to practice their religions, and their all their freedoms will be taken away. So you're about to see a lot of changes. So buckle up for a long ride. Might not be that long. It might be happening sooner than we think. Things are kind of happening fast. So all right, we will see. I think that's all I have for now. Shalom.